It's the end of 2024 and PlayStation has once again released their yearly wrap-up. And this year is a special year because PlayStation is celebrating its 30th anniversary. So today we're going to be looking at my own wrap-up for the year, how many trophies I earned, my top games of the year, and whatever other surprises Sony has in store. And if you want to know what your 2024 PlayStation wrap-up is, I'll have the link to the website in the description and in the comments below. Now flashing back to 2023, my most played game of the year was Final Fantasy XVI. I played for 642 hours on PlayStation itself and earned 1,544 trophies, including 39 platinum trophies. So it'll be interesting to see what changed. Starting things off, in 2024 I played 258 games, 135 PlayStation 5 games, and 123 PlayStation 4 games. And the first game I played this year was Street Fighter 6. If I remember correctly, I want to say around that time I was trying to get the Street Fighter 6 Platinum trophy, and I did end up getting it on PS5. If you haven't tried Street Fighter 6 yet, I highly recommend it. Capcom focuses too much on player avatars instead of new outfits and stages for the main characters, but it was still one of the most enjoyable times I've had with a fighting game. And we have a little fun fact here saying from the start of my PSN account, I played 766 games. I know I signed up for an account way back in 2009, and I would agree with this if my PSN Profiles account didn't say otherwise. Because on that, I played 1,561 games. So I don't know if Sony is only counting PS4 and PS5 and leaving PS3 and Vita out, because that is a big difference. But moving on, now we get to my top 5 games of the year. And at number 1 we have Concord. It's the biggest flop PlayStation has ever had, and because Sony pulled the game from the PlayStation Store, poor Concord doesn't even get a picture. I was able to play Concord early, made a video on it, took some time off from the game because of the response of the video. Weeks go by and then Sony announces they're pulling the game. It's the last few days before the shutdown, and I'm scrambling to get as many trophies as possible. So I was only able to get 27 out of 52 trophies and played the game for 26 hours. At number 2 is Mortal Kombat 1, with 19 hours played and only 2 trophies earned this year. MK1 is not really my favorite in the series. I've been trying to grind XP for cameo characters so I can earn some of the trophies. And then later I played the Chaos Reigns expansion, which felt like a waste of time. I don't know what to say about MK1 that hasn't already been said, and it's not really positive. Coming in at number 3 we have Helldivers 2 with 17 hours played and 18 trophies earned. This is probably my most surprising game of the year. My best memories of this game are playing with 2 people who mean the world to me. We had such a fun time fighting for democracy and getting killed in the process. And with the new update, Helldivers 2 has become even more insane and even more chaotic. Number 4 sees the Silent Hill 2 remake with 16 hours played and 32 trophies earned. And I just love this remake. It's beautiful. Everything has been enhanced for the better. I think Bluebird Team surprised all of us, and I really hope the next couple Silent Hill games are just as good. This series needs some wins, and it's sad that it took this long. And finishing things off at number 5, we have Astrobot with 15 hours played. It's my top game of the year. I got all the trophies, the Platinum Trophy, all the DLC so far. It's a fantastic game. Brought me so much joy in a time I needed it the most. The cameo characters are so nostalgic, and I can't wait to see what Team Asobi has in store for the future. For my gaming style, I'm a sharp shooter, and I spent 7% of my game time keeping targets in my sights, which I can thank the grind of Concord for that. Now onto my 2024 gaming calendar with my most played games of each month. January saw The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, and if there's one major reason to buy this remaster, it's the mode called No Return. February was Mortal Kombat 1, March was Helldivers 2, April, which is apparently my top month, was Hades. May was Foam Stars. I played it because the game was given out for free to PlayStation Plus users. Thought I would like it, didn't really like it, but ended up getting all the trophies. I wanted to make a video on Foam Stars, recorded all this footage, but then had no desire to talk about it. June, we have a classic with Toy Story 2. July was Tomb Raider Legend. Was so happy this game was released, and as a massive fan, you know I platinumed the game on both PS4 and 5. August was Daxter, finally beat the game. September was Concord, and again no picture. October was the Silent Hill 2 remake, November was LEGO Horizon Adventures, which I am so on, and December was Killzone Shadowfall. I have been trying to complete all the Killzone games, and I am on the very last level of Shadowfall, then I will be done. Next is PlayStation recommending PlayStation Plus games. Can't say I'm too interested in what's recommended for me, but I do love the PlayStation classics. Getting trophies in PS1, PSP, and PS2 games is like a dream come true. Gives me yet another excuse to play these games. Throughout 2024, I played for 561 hours. On the PlayStation 5, this was for 350 hours, 1,125 play sessions, and 154 games played. On the PlayStation 4, it was 120 hours, 466 play sessions, and 106 games. And for my poor PlayStation VR, only 1 hour played, 4 play sessions, and 3 games played. In 2024, I earned 1,746 trophies, 45 platinum trophies, 396 gold, 467 silver, and 838 bronze, which, if you remember from earlier, is actually an increase from last year. And for our little fun fact, overall my lifetime trophy count is 27,297 trophies. Here we have some trophy milestones. First trophy earned was in a game called Holio. Interesting concept, but a bad game. Then we have some crappy graphic novels that I only bought for the trophies because I was bored. Number 200 was from Tekken 8, 500 from Brothers A Tale of Two Sons remake. The game didn't need a remake, but it's very beautiful to look at. Hitting 1,000, this takes us to the end of June with Toy Story 2. And then my latest, according to this, was an Astrobot with the Winter Wonder DLC. So socially speaking, I have 42 multiplayer hours, which was mostly devoted to Concord and Helldivers 2. Typically, I'm not a huge online player anyway. Joined 9 parties, no broadcasts, no SharePlay sessions, never even used SharePlay before. 216 messages sent, and I made 6 new friends. Now we're talking about PlayStation Stars, which I'm surprised Sony is still doing. Though clearly I am a fan, seeing at just how many digital collectibles I have. I've completed 129 campaigns, earned 126 collectibles, had a lifetime point balance of 26,704 points, which was redeemed for even more collectibles, and through all that, still haven't earned any mythic collectibles. Those are one of those things that you have to be at special events for, so maybe one day I'll get one. And we've reached the end of the wrap-up. You're able to share your summary. Sadly, there's no picture for anyone to know that Concord is my top game of the year. We also have some goodies anyone can redeem. Gives you a PlayStation Stars digital collectible and a PlayStation avatar. And then PlayStation finishes off by advertising their 30th anniversary and some upcoming and already released games. I always love diving into my yearly PlayStation wrap-up. How much time I devoted or wasted to certain games, what games I was into, how my gaming habits have changed. I will say I love the nostalgic design Sony had for this, and as cool looking as it is, I expected more. It's still far better than what Xbox and Nintendo give us, but with this being a special occasion, in comparison to previous years, some things are missing. Like telling us how many monthly PlayStation Plus games we redeemed. 2023's wrap-up had a little fun inclusion of what color DualSense controller you use the most. And almost every wrap-up always had these community stats about first-party games. Most of it is filler, but I enjoyed the little extras. But that's it for my 2024 PlayStation wrap-up. You can discover yours by clicking on the link in the description and in the comments below. And you have until January 12th, 2025 to do so. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified about future content. And while we're wrapping this up, check out my review of Astrobot, which is my top game of the year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.